Hi boys and girls. Today we are going to talk about punctuation in English. How to identify the different punctuation signs in the English language when we write. So let's begin. First, we have here lowercase letters. Those are the small letters. Then we have capital letters or uppercase letters. It's the same thing. Those are the big letters. Now here is a simple example. When we write the name John, John starts with a capital J or uppercase J. The O, H, and N in John are written in lowercase letters. Capital J, then we have the lowercase letters O, H, N. Now don't forget, in English we start our sentences with a capital letter. Next, we have the question mark. We use this when we ask questions in English. For example, what is your name? How are you today? Etc. Now this punctuation symbol has three names. It's a question of context. If we're talking about sentences, we call this a period. But if we're talking about math, numbers, we call this a point. For example, 2.2, 6.7. While if we're talking about internet, email addresses, we say dot. For example, www.jjj.com. Then we have the exclamation point or the exclamation mark. Then we have quotation marks. Quotation marks. Now this little line is called a hyphen, and I wrote an example with the number 22, where after the 20 we have a hyphen. If your name is Jean-François, well, that name is written too with a hyphen. Then we have the comma. The comma. Just a little note here, we use the comma when we're having a pause in a sentence or when we're listing many things like books, comma, toys, comma, etc. This punctuation sign is called the apostrophe. Apostrophe. For example, in don't, we have an apostrophe. And finally, we have parentheses, and brackets. Do you see the difference between those two punctuation signs? Parentheses, brackets. Now, to conclude this video, we are going to do a little quiz. I have 5 different punctuation signs to show you. Your job is to try to guess what they are. See if you remember what I taught you. So let's begin with this one. What is this called in English? It's a question mark. Next. What do we call this in English? Quotation marks. Next. What's this? It actually has 3 names. If it's a sentence, it's a period. Now, if we're talking about math, numbers, what do we call this? Point. And finally, talking about the internet, email addresses, web pages, dot. So it's period, point, or dot. 2 more to go. This is not a lowercase d. What is it? It's a capital D. You could also say it's an uppercase D. And finally, what do you call this little line? It's a hyphen. So I hope everybody learned something from this lesson, and I hope you enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. I'll do more videos. So have a good day, everybody. Enjoy the snow.